So yesterday I went to see Project Hail Mary. Welcome back to the James Ramblin Reviews for yet another review. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing for you Project Hail Mary, which is the most recent film starring Ryan Gosling, and it's the most recent film that I've actually seen at the cinemas. And before I get into how I feel about this movie, what I'd give it a 10 and stuff like that, I will just say that I did a review of the Manosphere documentary. I want to say I done it the other day there, about over the weekend, and I talked about it, gave my thoughts on that type of documentary, something different on the channel because I don't really talk about documentaries very often, so I'll link that down below. I also done a quick reaction after seeing Project Hail Mary as well, so I'll link that down below as well. But just so you know, this movie obviously has Ryan Gosling in the film, but without spoiling too much because it's been out pretty recently, what the film is all about is how Ryan Gosling is a science teacher. You do learn that throughout the film, that he is a science teacher and what he's all about and what he's trying to do. But the movie kind of opens up with him like stuck in a spaceship sort of thing, and you're just figuring out like what's going on, and he doesn't really know what's going on. He doesn't understand why he was actually there and how he made it and all of that, and how he was like the only one that survived in this spaceship, like all of that stuff. So it's kind of like that type of film where you kind of just figure it out as it goes along. And so what I will say is that Ryan Gosling is pretty good in the movie because he makes the film interesting, where he's like an exciting personality to watch. He's lively, he's full of energy, so when you're watching the movie it's not just like a guy and it's boring and he's flying, he's in space, he's floating around space, it's boring. No, the character that we're following is an interesting character to watch. And I do also like the visuals throughout the movie because it shows you throughout space and all of that, and it shows you all the colours and the planets and stuff, and it was quite cool to see that on a big screen. I liked that. The music was quite good as well because there was actually quite a different set of music for different scenes in the movie, so I thought that was an interesting way to kind of do everything, where one scene had a certain type of music and then another scene had a different type of music and all of that, and I liked that because it would kind of showcase an emotion, sort of emotions through the movie, where it displays it in a certain way, and then you get to see how the film sort of communicates with music and sound and all that. Like, I like that kind of aspect where it did use the music quite a lot and all of that stuff, and I did enjoy that aspect about the movie. I obviously did like Ryan Gosling throughout the film. It's also about 2.5 hours, but I didn't really feel that for some reason. Like, it didn't really feel long at all. Sure, that I have to be honest, there was a couple of times where I thought the movie was going to end at a certain point, but then it keeps going, but I never felt bored or anything, I'll be honest. But there was a couple of times I was like, wait, I thought the movie was going to stop here because of what happens, but then the movie kind of goes on a little bit longer. But other than that though, I didn't mind the film in that aspect, but I did enjoy it. Liked Ryan Gosling, liked the visuals, and when I saw the trailer I was kind of intrigued by the movie because, I'll be honest, I never really heard about Project Hail Mary until I saw the film. So I heard about how it was a book and stuff, but never knew anything about the book, so it's nice to kind of learn about this movie as well as I watched it. So overall I'll give it a 8 out of 10. I did enjoy the film. I would recommend it if you haven't seen it already, and so that's how I personally felt about the movie. Let me know how you felt about Project Hail Mary. Have you seen it yet? And if you haven't, definitely recommend it. And there you go, I try to be as less spoiler free, less spoilery about the movie, because obviously, you know, the film's not been out for that long, so stay tuned for more reviews like this one, and I'll be back for more reviews on this James Ramblin Reviews. See you later for another review on the James Ramblin Reviews. Goodbye.